There we go. Now YouTube's working. I don't know why it makes me reset my stream key all the time. It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's auto find that.
New.
How's it going, Seth? What's going on?
Two simple tweets to start with actually today. So.
Love that we got two simple ones to start with.
When I say simple because they're not that bad to do.
I wonder, I don't think it's a holiday for our Canadian friends, right?
It may be.
They have like Victoria Day or something. That's like one of their things. It's a holiday here in the US for sure.
Yes, it's definitely holiday here.
Switch AP exams tag to Skibbity Toilet. No. Is that how we're gonna get the views? We're gonna get the views that way. No holiday there. Okay, yeah. It's a holiday in the US. But I'm still streaming today. So.
Well.
3-day weekend. Alright, let me see. One sec.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Today, yeah, it's Monday. It's Memorial Day, which usually people do like a lot of barbecues and stuff in the U.S. is what they do. My friend was gonna have a barbecue, but he's gone AWOL, so we don't know. Maybe I'll go to a barbecue later tonight. I had a really busy weekend actually. We had the Fortnite tournament yesterday, which was fun. I really enjoyed the Star Wars that they incorporated in that. That's pretty entertaining. And then what else? Oh, it was my cousin's birthday, so I had to go to a birthday party for him. I went and saw a concert on Friday. I won at poker. I won $150 playing poker against my friends on Saturday. So I thought was pretty cool. Poker's a cool game. And there's a decent amount of math involved. Like there's a lot of like probability and like statistics. Which I think tends to help me out because I can kind of like figure out the odds on like what something we. What's up, QV? QV, I remember QV. You posted you needed some help with some questions. Oh yes, the rectangle and the box stuff. Do you want us to go over this on the stream, QV?
I'm gonna start with one piece of news.
Cool. We'll do it, QV. What's up, Seth? What's the piece of news? What's up?
I'm gonna start with happy class of 2025.
Happy class of 2025. Oh, did people graduate today?
That includes me in that list.
Oh, correct. Wow. Congratulations, Seth, on graduating. That's dope, man. That's really cool.
2 months till college.
2 months. Yeah, well, that'll be fun.
June and July.
June and July. Yeah. It's interesting. Different colleges start at different times. So I think UCLA starts at the end of September. Whereas University of Texas, which is on a semester system, they started like beginning of August, or like middle. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. Let me make sure we're going live on TikTok as well. I think we're good on.
Make sure that.
Yeah, let's go. All right, we're live on that. Okay, QB, we're gonna do your questions. So let's kick off the stream. Welcome everyone to Opposite Hours, Rings Off Scroll, Besides Education. Streaming helps you with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun stuff. First question we got here is from QV. This kind of looks like a calculus question, maybe?
It is a calculus, Twetson. Yep, I already got a method of it.
Okay. It says a rectangle sits in the inside region bounded by the axes and the line y equals 4 minus x over 4, where the right corner of the rectangle sits on the line. Okay, cool. Okay. Got it. Okay. Imagine that you can move the point xy along the line and get different size rectangles. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it could be here.
Different dimensions. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this is going to be like a... I wonder if this will be like an optimization.
The dimensions said rectangles with... Well...
Yeah. Well, we have this, right? And then like you can just like move it like this and stuff. And, like keep moving.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Determine the dimensions of the rectangle with the most area. So this is an optimization problem, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So whenever I see stuff like this,
your stream is...
what's up? Is my stream bad?
Well, yeah, Discord was for a second there. Oh, it was me though. We're good.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
be.
The thing you want to do is you want to figure out what the area is, and I want like an equation for the area. And so we know, yeah, we know that that's going to be whatever this coordinate is, right? Which is the y, and then whatever this coordinate, which is x. So area is going to equal x times y, right?
And that's.
But this is two variables, right? I want this in terms of just one variable. So the other thing I know, right, is that y is equal to 4 minus x over 4. So now I can say that area, good, is equal to x times 4 minus x over 4. You see that so far, QV?
Yep, okay. There. You're not asked yet, though.
Okay.
See a button.
Okay, all good. All right. Nope. So then the next thing I do is I multiply this through, right? So this gets me 4x minus x squared all over 4 is equal to the area. And then now we see that area is a function of x QV, right? So I want to figure out, I mean, this is a quadratic, right? This is the same thing as negative 1/4 x squared plus x, I guess, right? Equal to like y, basically, right? And so that looks something like this, right? A negative thing in the first coefficient here. You're gonna get like some like u thing. So there is some maximum that occurs. You could do this without calculus, right? Couldn't we do this by figuring out the vertex if we really wanted to?
Yes, you could. Yep.
We could, but we're gonna use calculus. So I'm just gonna figure out where basically.
And the question here. Here's another thing.
What's up?
Is the person in calculus? Actually in calculus.
Yeah. Sorry, what about calculus? Sorry, what were you saying, Seth?
The person actually in calculus. Okay, yes, dude.
Oh, and then 1 second. Let me get the TikTok chat going. Because, yes, what's up, Salvatore? TikTok math grind. I respect it. Nice. Respect it as well. 1 second. Let me just get the chat working on it. That sounds weird. Okay, I think that's working. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a treat.
Oh, no, wait 1 sec. I gotta fit the puzzle. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, nice. That works. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I can see them now, Salvatore. You're good. I can see your comments now. Okay, so we're gonna do dA dx, right? If this is a, if I want to figure out where the maximum of this is, I'm gonna do dA dx is equal to 0. So in that case, I can definitely do polar coordinates. I totally can. So that's negative 2 over 4x plus 1, right? Which is the same thing as negative 1/2 x plus 1. And if we set that equal to 0, that tells me that x must be equal to 2. Right?
Is that the only point? Is that the only point valid?
Yeah.
In this case, yeah. Okay.
Right.
And then.
Can you teach me? Yes, I can teach you polar coordinates. So yeah, so x is just equal to 2.
Post a practice problem though.
Yeah, post a practice problem. Whatever the Indian. I can't say that. This test is too easy. I'm living in Turkey and 14-year-olds can do that. What is this difficult? I don't know, dude. Different things are difficult for different people. You know, some things are easy, some things are advanced, some things aren't. You know.
And that's a lie. I spent a lot of time in Turkey. Not a chance is someone 14 doing this. This is 18 plus minimum.
Yeah, this is probably, I would say 18 years
spent
old.
2 years in Turkey. Go fuck yourself.
Sensei should have some strong opinions about Turkey. But it's okay, Bergie.
I don't know. I like the place. I just don't particularly like the people, which is fucking ironic.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, so x is equal to 2. So if we wanted to figure out the area, then we just plug that into here, right?
Well, step you would need. There's another step you could do as well, which would be FTT.
Wait, sorry. What do you mean? Sorry. What? What's the step?
First derivative test.
Oh, we did the
FTT
first derivative
as well. Made sure it's at.
Oh, make sure it's a max. Well, I see what you're saying. I can make sure it's a maximum by doing d squared a dx squared. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's DFT.
DFT.
First derivative test. FTT. Sorry. FTT.
First
derivative test.
Oh. Oh, I mean, we did do the first derivative test.
First derivative test.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know what the first derivative test is. What?
It tests for maximums.
Oh. You mean like look to the left and to the right and see whether it's going up and yeah. Okay, sure, yeah, whatever.
Matrix knowing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
Matrix
you could always
maximum.
also we could just do the second derivative test, right? If I do d squared a
That's true.
dx, this is just equal to -1/2, and because this is negative, that tells me that it's concave down. And if something is concave down, then this is going to be a maximum. Yeah.
Well, some point on that is going to be a maximum at some point. That's what you do.
Yeah. So then if we plug 2 into here, we're just going to get 8 minus 4 over 4. And so, yeah, your maximum area is equal to 1.
Times 2.
Times 2? No, not times 2. This is the
2
area,
times
right?
that thing. 2 times.
No. That's just the area.
Sorry. 2 times.
Where's the 2
You
coming
didn't
from?
multiply everything by 2. Okay.
Yeah,
You
we're
multiplied
good.
everything by 2. You're fine.
Yeah, good. Yeah, answer's 1. Yeah.
2 times.
So that's it. People in TikTok, if you're wondering, how do you send me a question? It's very easy. I'm going to show you guys.
One what?
So, well,
What?
they're just saying in something. Well, if you go to the website that's
One
linked down there, actualdiscord.com/submit, if you just go there, here you can put in your username. You can get it on our Discord, and then we'll do it live on the class. So that's the best way for us to get you help.
1
QD
unit
did-
squared.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the units are whatever. Yeah, fuck the units. Okay, but yeah, sure. It is 1 unit squared technically. It's
right below your.
It's literally on the stream there. That's literally the website,
It's
right?
on the screen.
It's
Open
okay.
thine
There
eye.
you go. All right, there you go. That's the website. Okay. Thank you. Could I get a picture of the work as well? Yes, you totally can. Yeah, good job there, QB.
That's fine.
On his browser. Maybe it's just like how it displays on
You got
on
two
TikTok.
choices here: science or math.
How strange.
How strange. Yeah.
Watson.
One
No.
sec. Let me see what Shantrix is saying. He's saying the guy from TikTok wants to send these questions. I think go to page 56. All right. Well, we'll check it out. Because it's that where we do Shantrix's. Go to page 56. All right. We're gonna go find it for you. Person with Hindi name that I can't read or pronounce. 56.
Snagra.
Snagra. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
It's this one, bro. What's with this? What is this fucking this watermark? This is so annoying.
You make sure it avoids from.
Bro, like I can barely read this. Okay. Okay, one second. Let me get the points for it.
So it's trying to. It's already
just-
done
yeah.
though.
I know it's already. Well, no, they have
proving.
the answer. They have the answer.
He's one proving the integrals the job.
All right, let's go check it. Okay. Says the figure above shows the curve C1 and C2 with respect to polar coordinates. So R1 is equal to secant theta 1 minus tangent squared theta. Okay. And R2 is
Well.
0 to pi over 4.
And I know something else.
Okay,
That
so wait,
R1
is C1 described by R1? Is that what we're saying? Like this describes this,
Well,
and then this
Maybe.
must describe
Yeah.
this one?
must it?
I feel like it does. Let me think. Secant is 1 over cosine, right? So cosine is 0. Is this the origin? Okay. This Madas math guy is... Okay. Find the exact area of the curvilinear triangle OAQ, where O is the pole. So I assume that O is the origin, is what they're saying. Okay. Well, to do that, I think you just take the area. We're going to take this area of, like, C1, right? That's going to map out, like, all of this. And then we're going to subtract it from the area of C2. I'm always, like, a little rusty on, like, doing areas and curvilinear stuff.
What's interesting.
Hardy theta. Hardy theta is what he wants to say, yeah.
What's interesting is R1 and R2 are almost the same.
Yeah. Well, if it was 1 plus tangent squared theta, they would be the same.
Oh, right. There's 1 minus tangent
Right,
squared.
1 plus
Yeah,
tangent
yeah,
squared is secant squared. Yeah, it's 1
Ah.
minus though.
Well.
Curses. Curses. So close.
Rewrite it though. You can still rewrite it as secant squared minus tangent squared then.
Yeah.
Which isn't secant cubed minus tangent squared then. Tangent squared secant squared. Yeah. Cubed minus tangent squared. Tangent squared secant eve.
Okay. So yes,
Point
so R1 is
point.
this one is R1. This one is R1. The C1 is
You
R1.
point to.
Yeah.
When is that area of the turbolinear triangle 0AQ, where 0 is the pole?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think I first got to figure out anytime you're trying to find area, but I need to figure out what this is. Well, this is gonna be like my breaking point, right? Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the area for this it's at.
You should be able to do it all in one if you need. You should be able to do it all in one.
No, it's not gonna be one integral. It's gotta be 2.
Why?
You'll see. So I'm gonna set R1 equal to R2, and that's going to be C1/2 secant cubed of theta. Okay, because that'll get me the theta that these things intersect at. Which, yeah, this is close. You divide by, well, so we assume that secant is not equal to 0. Which I guess is, I don't think secant can be 0. There's no way secant can be 0. So we can get rid of one of these. Theta is the same thing as 1 plus tangent squared theta, right? So I can say 1 minus tangent squared theta is equal to 1/2. Cool. So 1/2, and then plus 1/2. So let me think. I'm gonna get like tangent squared theta. You got all the way up to finding the intersection point. All right, that's cool. 3/2. Okay.
And then multiply by 2.
Then multiply by 2/3. Sure. Okay. So then 1/3 is equal to tangent squared theta. Okay, right. So I get tangent of theta is equal to 1 over the square root of 3. This should look like one of these fancy triangles. This is a special triangle, right? This is the 1, 2 square root of 3, right? 2, and then this is 1, and then this is square root of...
It's not 30, 60, 90, though.
It is a 30, 60, 90.
Well, it's not not technically. We're in radians, so...
No one says it's the pi over 6, pi over 3, pi over 2 triangle. They don't say that. We say it's the 30, 60, 90. Yes, you're right, Seth. I will eventually convert it over. But okay, this is a special triangle that you should know. And so the tangent of being opposite over adjacent, that's going to be the 30-degree one. Can you see the question real quick? Yeah, this is the question, guys. This is it.
And then show that.
You don't say that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I say 30, 60, 90. I don't say the other one. Here, I'll post this in the TikTok chat. There you go. That's the PDF for it. If you want it. But okay. Yeah, okay. So that tells me that this is the 30 degree angle. Okay, so that's cool. So, but Seth's right. We shouldn't use degrees because degrees are not good for this stuff. So we're going to use radians. So that's going to be pi over 6. Nice, Jonghu. Cool, dude. This is pi over 6. Right, Seth? This is where they intersect. This is the angle they intersect at, okay? So what we're going to do, okay, because whenever you're doing area in, like, polar coordinates, it's always, like, it's the integral from, like, theta 1 to theta 2, and then it's r dr d theta. Or is it just, I think it's just r d theta, actually, sorry. Not r dr d theta. It's just r d theta. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming that r is a function of theta. The issue is that, okay, so r is now getting split into... you got pi over 6. Yeah, good. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah. So this is at pi over 6. What course in college you need to take for your maths degree? I had to take all the calculuses, and then diffie-q, and then linear algebra, and then I think I had to do complex analysis as well. You do need the dr in there.
Or-
No, I don't think you need a dr in there. I think you just need RD theta. Oh no. Yes, you are right. Sorry. He is right. Right, and then this is from. Yeah. Got you. Thank you. Yeah, Hamiltonian dynamics. Yeah, that's the shortcut I was looking for, right? Because this goes from like 0 to r, which when you integrate this, you're gonna get 1/2 r squared d theta. This yeah.
So we don't need two integrals then.
You don't need two integrals because this integral 0 to r dr is just gonna pop out an r squared over 2. R squared d theta. But the issue is that, yeah, 0 to r. Yeah, thank you, Jasu. The issue is that the r changes, right? So and it said this is why we have to break it up into 2 sectors, okay? Because from here to here, right, which is you going from 0 to pi over 6 in terms of theta, your r is going to be r2, right?
Oh yay!
Do you see how this is r2, as long as you're going from when you're going from angle 0 up to pi over 6, and then you have
You try to try.
and as soon as you go past pi over 6, this now becomes your new r. So this is r1. Yeah, you can always ask math questions. There's a link there in the stream. Actualdiscord.com/submit. Ask your questions. Yes, thank you, Sensation, for handling that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just do this. It's gonna be a nasty fucking integral, but it's doable. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, you may assume without proof. Yeah, thank you. I guess that's kind of useful, maybe. But okay. I'm gonna show you how you set it up, and then. Oh, wait. The angle. Wait, what? What? Sorry, the angle OAP. Oh, okay.
Versus A there. Is it denoted by this? Show the tangent of that is equal to -3 squared root of 3.
OAP. Well, we'll get to that. Let's get to that later. One sec. I'm pretty sure that's easy to show because I already know that this is pi over 6. So I know that this and this have to add up to 180, and then there's probably some other thing we can figure out, but okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go the integral from 0 to pi over 6. And that's going to be 1/2, and then that's going to be r2 squared d theta.
Sits to what, though?
D theta. And then I'm going to add 1/2, and then it's pi over 6 to pi over 4. And that's going to be r1 squared d theta. Yeah, part B is a triangle, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, this is just messy. Well, at least we know with R2 is 1/2 secant third, right? So this is 1/2 0 to pi over 6.
Let's try it.
And then that's going to be 1/4 secant to the 6th, right? 1/4 secant to the 6th theta, d theta. Which that one we were given. We were given that one, which was nice. It's so ugly though. This one might be a little tough. So then, and then it's plus 1/2 pi over 6 to pi over 4, and then r1. Oh man, so this is going to be secant squared theta 1 minus tangent squared theta squared d theta.
Yes. Okay, and then
which this is 1 plus tangent squared.
let's do it the easy part first, and then we'll resolve this. That isn't it though. That's not it though.
Okay, well, I mean it's this from 0 to pi over 6 times an eighth times an eighth. Yeah.
Times the 8. That's the part and part there.
Yeah. So this is equal to 1/8 times all this shit from 0 to pi over 6. The nice thing is that tangent of 0 is 0. So we only have to secant squared pi over 6 plus 3 secant to the 4th pi over 6 times the tangent of pi over 6.
Not bad. Not too bad.
Okay, whatever. Plus this
1/2.
garbage. Plus this
Half
hot
times
garbage we
that.
gotta do.
1/2
Yeah, so-
times-
I think I see a trick here because, yeah, this is 1/2 integral from pi over 6 to pi over 4. But then secant squared,
Well, almost.
we have we have 1 plus tangent squared theta, right? And then you have 1 minus tangent squared theta, and then 1 minus tangent squared theta, right?
That annoyance is the bad. That's annoyance.
Yeah. So pi over 4. I like that sensation. So
It's doable.
d theta. Yeah, and then this is just trig identities. Yeah, I don't know if I actually want to like go through this just because it's annoying.
It wouldn't be too bad though, right?
So it might be useful to leave that and do u sub. Yeah.
This is in the tangent.
Yeah,
That's
he's
nice.
right. He has like you actually.
That's the trick. That's the trap.
That's the trick. Yeah. Hey, happy Memorial Day to you as well, Dre, dude. So I'm gonna leave this
Easier now.
secant squared theta here, and then I'm just gonna expand this out. And so that's going to be 1 minus 2.
Yep.
1 minus 2. Then what we're gonna do, squared theta, d theta, and look, secant squared theta, d theta, already shows up right here.
He's already.
Yeah.
But we haven't done it out yet.
We haven't. We're going to. Just yeah. And don't get mad at me for my bounds yet. Just you know. I know people are gonna get upset at this, but I will change these eventually. Just chill. So this is going to be 1 minus 2u squared plus u to the 4th du, right? Because tangent of theta is u, so that's tangent squared, and then this is
Now the balance changed. Balance changed.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I know this is like, yeah, I know. This is supposed to be like tangent of this, and this is supposed to be tangent. Sorry. That's u minus 2/3 u cubed plus 1/5 u to the 5th tangent of pi over 6 to tangent of pi over
But
4.
we can change. Well, yeah, tangent of that.
Yeah,
and then
we
u
basically
e-
we're good at this point, right? And then yeah, just plug all that
Plug
shit
it
in, which
Like,
yeah, just put it into your calculator. Hindi person, like you should, right? Do we know? What's his name in like English? What's an English way to say that?
Sahib. It's Sir.
Sahib, sir. Okay, that's cool.
Sir.
Oh, that's cool.
or you have
Yeah. We do. Let's do this web.
You have a science and you have a math.
Let me take a break from math. Let's do some science real quick.
Well, it's
comes from-
math. It's math.
Is this math? I feel like this is like science.
The laws of football require the ball to have a circumference between 680 millimeters and 700 millimeters. The pressure of the
Okay.
air is required to be 1.6 times 10 to the 5th, and 1. Yes. When inflated, the mass of air inside it is 1.4 grams, and the circumference of it is 690 millimeters. Assume that air behaves as an ideal gas, and that the thickness of the material you about the pressure. Molar mass of air, 29 grams mole.
Well, I assume they're talking about not American football, because American football is an ellipse, which would be difficult to write. It would be difficult to calculate the volume of this thing. But if it's a sphere, then we're okay, right?
Yeah, it's solder. Yep.
Okay. Oh, my stream is very.
It's probably behaving
Okay.
on strength on that side's very laggy, which means distortion
I think
problems.
we're doing okay. Okay. I apologize if it's laggy. Okay. Tell me if it gets better. Okay.
You delayed help.
Might be me though, because my internet is pure ass. Okay. Well,
No.
y'all tell me. I tried. Yeah. Tell me in the streams if things are hard. Okay.
So,
Okay, circumference. Circumference is equal to, I'm going to put this in meters first, right? So that's 0.69 meters, right?
Nice.
And right?
No.
So we can solve for the radius, right? So I'm going to say, okay, so r is equal to 0.69 over 2 pi. Spherical football, which is European football. So that's going to be 4/3 cubed. It's a cow-shaped football. So 4/3, right? Okay. Okay, so then we need PV equals nRT, I think, right? This is what happens when things are an ideal gas, right? The pressure of the air in the ball is required to be that and that. When the ball is inflated, the mass of the air inside has... Damn it, give me a second. 1 second. That's the wrong chat.
so it's gonna be the mass of air that's the problem, or not.
Yeah, the mass of air might be a little bit of an issue. 1 second. Let me get this running again. Okay, cool. N is the number of moles. I remember this being the number of moles. 0.813 or something. What is...
R is constant. R is constant.
I know. I just remember what the R is. Oh, it's 8. Oh, no. But we need it in liters atmospheres. No, we're going to do things in pascals. So we want joules per mole Kelvin. 8.314. Okay, cool. So this is going to be this. 17 degrees Celsius. We're going to add 273 to get Kelvin. So that's going to be... sorry, was that 290?
Yeah, sign of fair.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You're happy, sign of fair.
Cool. Okay, and then we know the volume. Cool. So to get the number of moles, I need to do the grams divided by the molar mass. So that's going to be equal to 11 grams per mole.
So
right,
114 to...
So, yeah, okay, so let's plug some numbers in. So, I think I'm just solving for P, honestly, is what I'm solving for here. Real gas, which I'm like, okay.
What do you not
Deduce
know?
if the inflated ball satisfies the law of football. What's the
What is
law
it?
of football? What's the law of football, dog?
Read above. First sentence.
Oh, the laws of
The
football.
laws of football require... Read the first part.
I see.
The laws of football...
Yes,
Ball
requires
have a
the circumference.
The pressure required to be between.
Yeah, between so many pascals. I got you.
So we need
All right,
text
so-
for that.
Yeah, so here, we're just going to solve for this. So this is 0.69 cubed is equal to 11.4 over 29. And then this is 8. Which, I don't know. I'm getting lazy these days. I know I can just like dump this screenshot into ChatGPT and just do it.
Okay. We
Yeah.
can cancel some stuff.
Oh, it got it wrong. So that's 0 point. It thinks my 9s are 4s.
Good. That means you can do it again.
Yeah.
You the wrong number.
Oh, and that should be 290 and not 240. Okay. It would have probably honestly been easier for me to just type this in the calculator, but
Good.
there we go. Okay, cool. 2.07 times 10 to the 5. That's what we get. Okay.
So what is it? 'Cause it's still doing.
P is equal to 2.07 times 10 to the 5. Okay.
Okay. So what?
And yeah, so here was the requirement. Is equal to, it's 101.3 kilopascals, but they're just calling it 1 times 10 to the 5. A fifth minus 1 times 10 to the 5th. We're going to get 1.07 times 10 to the 5th pascals, which is that satisfying? Yeah, it is, right? Because it's between between 0.6 and 1.1.
I tell you that you
Right.
are not correct for the numbers, but you are correct in the answer.
I'm not correct for the numbers? Why am I not correct for the numbers?
What did the screenshots? Someone just posted the correct answer for you.
Someone posted the correct answer for me in the screenshots. Oh.
That's how I knew it was wrong. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
We had to resolve and install that. Yeah, so that's what it should be.
Well, let's see what we did wrong then.
1.7. 1.7 times 10 to the 5th, which you do not have that.
1 point. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, one sec. I mean, we use PV equals NRT.
Yeah, but what's the number? P equals 1.7, which you don't have that.
I see. Well, maybe ChatGPT fucked up.
Or you did. I know.
Radius.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Why did you that? 11.4 divided by 24, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah. No, divide by 29.
Did they read it as 29 or 24?
That's a good question. It read it as. I think it read it as 24.
There's
it did read it. Yeah. Bro, my 9s and 4s just give ChatGPT so much grief, dude. It's really unfortunate. Okay.
What?
You want to try it again? You can see.
Piece of shit.
I just want ChatGPT to read mine. This is very clearly a 9. That's not a 4. This is a 4.
That's a 4.
Right? Okay, one sec.
That's
We're
a
gonna
4.
make this. We're gonna make this really, really, really nice for it to really measure it. You know. It really it does not like my 9s. There you go.
No, I don't either. Why?
You don't like my 9s either?
But
You don't like my 9s either, dude? Okay. There we go. Here, I'm gonna make them really, 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 really 9-y. Okay.
I don't have a full circle.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's have it like solve. Let me just see if it comes up correctly. I think it got all the 9s right this time. There we go. Yeah, 1.7 times 10 to the 5. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. It's just a clerical input error at the end of the day. Like, what's most important is that we know how to use PV and RT, and like we know how to figure out the radius from the circumference, and yeah.
Chantrix is up next.
Yeah, we'll do Chantrix next.
Jaden is trying to get you to do a Twatson, but there's no Twatson in there.
Where's your question, Jaden? Yeah, Jaden, you have to like give me a question.
About a week ago, probably. Probably about a week ago. You want us to do it? Make it worse then. I suppose it's as of last week, so it's being passed over for now.
Yeah. What's up, Motion?
On to Chantrix.
All right, let's do Chantrix.
This looks to be another annoying one. not annoying in a sense, but mathematically it's okay. We did one. Two brothers, donut to new trip. Two brothers, donut to new trip. They paddle the boat at a constant rate. Their return is 3 kilometers an hour. They go downstream for 6 kilometers, then turn around and go back to the point they started at. The whole trip takes 160 minutes. Therefore, how much time did it take to go downstream? How much time did it take to go upstream? What is the boat's constant speed? What is the total speed during downstream? What is the total speed during upstream?
Okay. Oh, I think. Oh, Jaden. Yeah, Jaden keeps like DMing me. Jaden, put it in the help screenshots channel if you want to get help. I'll put it in there for you this time, but sending me DMs is not a good way to get my attention, especially during a stream, because I'm not going through my DMs.
Speaking of which,
what's up?
It is being a bit janky.
It is being a bit janky. Says. Oh.
I think it's the bandwidth in its entirety because I can hear it.
Where is it being janky on? Is it on Twitch, on YouTube, or what?
All of it.
Everything's janky?
Because, like I said, I can hear it.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep trucking forward.
On a stream.
Yeah. Okay.
It's on a stream.
I'm gonna hope that the stream gets better. Chantrix says Twitch is fine. That's the other thing, is that like it sometimes it's janky for people because like their internet sucks. So I don't know. Chantrix says it's fine on his end. Okay.
Delete this one now. We don't delete this one because he's double posting them now.
Okay, that's fine. Two brothers go on a canoe trip. They
He
paddle at a
posted and then
constant
he
rate.
posted another, so I have
Yeah.
to count this one as completed. And this will be counted as completed.
Yeah, this is cool. Okay.
This is a repeat.
So I think I want to put things
Okay.
in terms of hours. I want to put things in terms of hours because we have kilometers per hour.
Probably.
So
Per hour.
160
With
minutes
kilometers per
is the
hour.
same thing as
2 hours
2 and
40
2.
minutes.
2 hours. Yeah, but I want that in just hours. 8/3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Downstream means you're getting helped, right? So
Yes. Downstream
you're-
helped.
so we have two
Yeah, do it
parts.
just a turn.
We have like, here's what I like to say. We have like two parts to this trip. We have like trip 1 going down, and in this case, our speed, right, is equal
We don't care
to
about how. We don't care about the whole
is
trip,
equal
we
to
care
my
about the
my
particles.
my v naught plus 3. Okay. And
In
then
this case, we just care about the.
and then we come back, which is fighting the thing. So this is upstream. In this case, v is going to be equal to v naught minus 3. And I'm not putting directions on these. This is really speeds, not velocity. Okay.
One total time, one way, total time in the other direction. It's not.
Yeah.
It will be.
And then yeah, we know that
We don't care about-
T1 plus T2, right? So the
we don't
time
care
for
about-
each
We
trip
don't care about the full.
is equal to 8/3.
We don't need the. We don't need the full time necessarily.
Well,
the
we might.
sense
I don't
of-
know. I don't know. It's given to us. Like whatever.
We don't. We went downstream and upstream. We went up the part down one time, one direction.
Downstream for 6 kilometers. Okay. So the
And then
distance.
upstream for 6 kilometers because it is the same.
Yeah, distance here is equal to 6, which that's going to be equal to v naught plus 3 times T1. Jack says, "Are you familiar with Fourier stability analysis?" Maybe.
Don't know that.
You can try submitting a screenshot. I can try looking at it. They sometimes put fancy names for things that, just to confuse you. But yeah, okay, so then this is the next thing we have, right? Is that my distance coming back, which is also 6, is equal to this velocity, which is v naught minus 3, times a new time t2. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
So
So, well,
yeah, I
mean,
have 3
there's-
equations and 3 unknowns. 3 equations and 3 unknowns. We're good, right?
2 unknowns.
No, 3.
I don't see a third unknown.
I don't know v naught.
No, I do. I'm sorry. Yep, I read it.
Yeah, so t1
time
plus
1 and time
t1 plus t2 is equal to 8/3,
1 and
and t2 is the time for trip upstream, trip 2, I guess, trip 2. Yeah, so this comes into that, like, in physics, distance is equal to, like, speed times time.
okay.
Yeah, that's where that comes from.
So we can.
So
start
that's
plugging
what I'm
this in
writing
then.
here. I'm writing that 6 kilometers is your speed times the time during that part of the trip. Is equal to v naught minus 3 times t2.
Well, the distance is the same, and not necessarily the numbers within.
Yeah, well, if this is the
They're both
same, then
equal to
this
6.
equals... Wait, so v naught t1 plus 3t1 is equal to v naught t2 minus 3t2.
Is
Oh, I
V
see something really cool here.
T2.
I see something cool here, Seth, right? It is a simultaneous equation. It is
Um,
definitely, yeah. It 100% is.
You remember? I'm looking at.
I want to... Fuck. No.
U
Yeah, it's annoying.
T2 minus 3T2 T1. You made a mistake already.
What did I make a mistake with? What's wrong?
V naught T1 plus 3T2 is V naught T2 minus 3T2. Therefore that's 6 times 2.
Oh,
So
I wrote
V naught
T. I wrote
time
T2
1
twice. Sorry, my bad. My bad. This is T1.
And I'm behind, so I did tell you that behind.
Yeah. I was trying to
Yeah,
see if we could do
delayed
the
reaction.
elimination method. Yeah, because because watch what happens here. If I move this over here and I move this over here, you get V naught T1. You get T2 minus T1 is equal to 3, and then it's T1 plus T2, and then this is equal to 8/3. The issue is that this doesn't work. Like if I rearrange this, I can get to here, which is cool, but yeah, then I don't have.
Yeah, you get it.
I put.
That's
yeah,
fine.
thanks, Saint.
That is
Yeah, I fixed it.
That's fine. Because I know something about this. I know the total times 8/3, so we then know.
Yeah, I know what T1 plus T2 is, but then I don't know
Wow.
what T2 minus T1 is.
We do. Well, we don't know. We know what I have an idea of it. I know that I know that T2 minus T1. I know that T2 is 8/3 minus T1. So I know that T2 is also 8/3 minus 2T1. T2 minus T1 is 8/3 minus T2 minus 2T1.
Mm-hmm. But then I still have just V naught. Then I still have just V naught and
That's
T1.
fine. Better. It's better than we have. And I also know.
This should be solvable.
Well, it is solvable, though. We haven't got to that yet. Oh, I know how it's solvable. You made
No.
one mistake that cost you.
Yeah, what
I know
fuck
the
up?
following. V naught T1 plus 3T1 is 6. Now it's solvable.
Oh, V naught plus 3T1 is equal to 6?
Not T1 plus 3T1 is 6. By not putting them together, it's solvable.
Oh, so you're saying I should just write this as 6?
I don't know what you're saying because I can't see. I'm seeing behind you.
Oh.
I'm seeing everything played.
Mm.
Anything more is you have to start being specific, or you have to put that on Discord.
Yeah, I got it. Let me think.
I know.
What's
I know
up,
how-
74?
I know how I was, yeah, so
mm,
sits each is the same as as each side.
right. Yeah, so yeah, I get 6 is equal to...
I can show you a way to do this if I had either a way to see this.
Do I remember
quicker.
you, 74MA? Maybe. We have a lot of people come on the stream. Sorry.
We need to go through steps.
I think I got it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna brute force write this as T1 and just in T1 is equal to 8/3 minus T2, right?
No.
No? Why not?
T1 is 8/3 minus T2, and
Yeah.
T2 is 8/3 minus 1, yeah.
Yeah.
It's two different things. But as soon as you know one V naught case, you know the other.
Yeah.
You can find
So,
T2.
yeah. It's just annoying. This is an annoying question. Okay, so this is V naught plus 3.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, sorry. V naught, and then this is 8/3 minus T2. Oh, you woke up at 3 a.m. to catch a stream from Egypt. Oh, yes, I do remember you. That's cool, man. I hope it's not 3 a.m. in Egypt right now. Or maybe it is.
It is probably. Earlier, it was 3 a.m. at 8, so it's actually earlier than that. It's probably 2 a.m.
Okay. It's 2 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a way
6.
we could do this and solve for time without having to plug stuff in a lot. Like, not have to find each solve. We can do this with one equation.
Wait 1 sec. TikTok.
We can do this with one equation.
TikTok chat's
We
fucking...
can do this with one singular equation.
Okay.
V naught to be written as something, equation to one of them, and then the other to be.
Yeah,
Inverse
TikTok's
short
glitching. Give me a second, Chantrix. Okay, there you go. Should be good now.
There comes all the other people.
There you go. Sup says, I don't understand how you move the equation. Okay, so let me explain. There are 3 equations we know. We know this one, we know this one, and we know this one. Okay? So I know that 6 V naught T1 plus 6 equals V naught T1 plus 3 T1. I know 6 equals V naught T2 minus 3 T2. And I also know that T1 plus T2 is equal to 8/3. This is 3 equations, 3 unknowns. This is like a more advanced like systems of equations. It's honestly, it's annoying to do these without like doing matrix stuff. But the strategy is to like take one, plug it into the other, and then you have a systems of 2 equations. It's 3 simultaneous equations, and that's what we're doing. So we're taking this and rewriting that T1 is equal to 8/3 minus T2. And then I am plugging that in everywhere for T1 so that this is now just in terms of V naught and T2. This is just in terms of V naught and T2, and now we can solve.
Now, what they are wanting us to find is times in the first part.
Once I have one time,
There is a
the
way-
other one's done.
Well, you can
right?
solve for them actually. You can solve for the times without having to worry about V naught being in there and get stuck. You can say, I know what V naught is in terms of T1. And then plug that in terms of V naught in the other.
You mean you want me to solve for V naught with one of the equations? Maybe it would be easier if you rewrote the variables as fruits. God damn it, the soccer mom. The soccer mom. Okay.
Because I know what V naught is. Kind of. It's as gross as you
It's
think
gross.
it would
It's a fraction, dude. What? It's gross. No, it's gross.
be.
No,
not
it
that
it
bad,
just sucks. It's gonna suck. It's one of these things where like I keep trying to find like some math shortcut for it, but you eventually
There
just
is
have to do
not.
the work. You just have to do the work, unfortunately. Like it's not
It's
pretty.
divided by. Here's let me give you some number stuff. Okay. Here's how nice V naught is. This is V naught.
I see.
I just posted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
V naught in terms of the first way, in terms of T1. And then we can put that into terms of V naught in the other.
Saint has a
This
good
would
one
solve
here.
for only
You saying
time.
this? You saying okay? Let me. I see.
That solves for time. That makes everything in terms of
All right.
time, which is better.
T1 is equal to 6 over V naught plus 3. T2 is equal to 6 over V naught minus 3. And then if I add these together, I need to get 8/3.
Wasn't my doll.
Well, that's what Saint posted, and I kind of agree. That is kind of cool.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, my doll says I don't deal with. That's just a substitution to get rid of the annoyance.
Okay.
'Cause you can
This is gonna become quadratic, though.
minus
It's
it.
gonna become quadratic
We don't want that. For not, we don't want that.
because this is gonna be 6 V naught minus 3 plus 6 V naught plus 3 over V naught plus 3 V naught minus 3 is all equal to 8/3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
then
now we're
this
in terms
is
of only V naught now.
this is 12 V naught.
All right, same race is correct in that case.
Yeah. Sorry. 12. Yeah, so this is 12 V naught over V naught squared minus 9 is equal to 8/3.
Right there.
Yeah, I got to this
Just
point and
pass
gave
it
up
on
because
to-
it was too much work. Yeah, but all right, so now this is okay. So this is 8/3 V naught squared
So
minus
3
9
36 V naught.
minus 12 V naught is equal to 0, right?
Where's yeah, true, because you didn't deal with anything. Yep. So 36 V naught is 8 V naught squared minus 32.
Uh-huh.
Which is solvable because there's only one root. There's only one valid root.
Uh-huh. One sec. Let me think about this, right? So you're multiplying
only
through by
one valid
3.
root.
You're multiplying by 3 on everything? Okay, yeah. So then this is minus 72. Is equal to 0. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. He says from here, you could just spot that V naught's equal to 6.
Be done with it before I do
Oh,
all
you
this.
yeah, you can actually. That's actually really fucking cool. Yeah, if V naught is 6, can't wait. What? So that's 6/9.
But 6/9 is 8/3.
No, 6/9
That's
plus
12/9,
6/3.
Which is
2
not.
plus 6/9 is not 8/3.
That's right. That's fine. It is. It is.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. It is.
It's
Yo, what's up, Ash?
19/36.
How's it going, Ash?
I just start.
Yeah. Okay.
That's safe.
You can spot that, but here, let's do it the right way. Let's do it the right way here. Which this isn't too bad, right? You need what? Well, actually, this is kind of a mess.
not.
Well, everything divides by 2 at least, right?
Well, I multiplied everything by 3 to start this thing, right?
Well, I think, but these are all even things, right? Ash, you do anything fun for the
yeah,
holiday weekend?
Yeah.
By
I can
4.
divide everything by
Yes,
4.
yeah. So 2 V naught squared minus 9 V naught is 8. Minus 8 is 0.
Yeah. What's up, 1K? You did your nails and that was it, Ash? Oh, that's cool. We were playing Fortnite yesterday. I don't know if you still play Fortnite, Ash. But we played some Fortnite. This is also a good time to do baking, right? This is a baking day. A lot of baking stuff on Memorial Day. Make cookies and stuff. Yes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, please. So this is like Star Wars shit sucks. I agree. I don't like all the blaster stuff because there's no reloading. It's kind of weird. Okay. So it multiplies to negative 36. But adds to negative 9.
Yeah.
What does that?
Nothing.
Nothing. So wait, how are we gonna pull out V naught equals 6 from this? Oh, nice, nice. You gotta bake hella cookies for your brother's friend's birthday. That's fun. Nice. Did we do something wrong here? Wait, 72. No, 72 minus 54 minus 18 does equal 0. Why can't I pop out the 6? Why can't I see it?
What does sets require? A negative. So there's a net. It must be a
Negative
negative root
30.
and positive root.
Yeah, negative
we're-
36
at-
and adds to negative 9. Why can't I fucking see it? Oh. Yes. I got it. It's negative 12 and 3. Right? Yeah? I think
Yep.
it is. So 2 V naught squared minus 12 V naught plus 3 V naught minus 18 equals 0.
And there's our
Yeah.
sets.
There it is. There it is. Because now I'm going to pull 2 V naught out of this. This gets me V naught minus 6. And then I'm going to pull a 3 out of this. This is V
How
naught
to do
minus
that
6.
That's the problem.
Yes. 2 V naught plus 3. V naught minus 6 equals 0. V naught equals 6 is the only one that makes sense that is positive. Nice. How to do factorization. Okay, so V naught equals 6. All right, cool. We solved that. Okay. So, ooh, nice. Ooh, that's the oh, wow. Decoder stuff. That's cool. I'll take a look at that. Okay. So, if V naught is 6, so here, this is 6. How much time did it take? Well, it took
We're not done.
6/9 of an hour. So 2/3 of an hour, I guess. Right? 6/9 divided by 3. 2/3 of an hour.
Well,
That was go downstream,
still turning into.
and then it took 2 hours to go upstream. Nice. I think that's it.
Well, it says how much time it took down. not a true answer though, because it's.
Oh, what
going
was the total
upstream, go down.
speed? Oh, sorry. 2/3 hour, 2 hours. Total speed was 9 kilometers per hour, and then this was 3 kilometers per hour. Wow. Cool. Yes, that's the answer. Good job.
You're
Took a
saying
little bit.
upstream is the exact amount of.
But we got it.
You're saying that when you go upstream, it's going to take the boat speed.
Yeah, the boat speed is less when you're going upstream.
Downstream is going to do it and go fast.
Yeah, you're going faster because it's helping you out. Nice. Good job, Shantrix. And then QB had got a point as well because he asked for a question.
Yes. Jaden's up next, I believe.
Okay. All right.
You should
Jaden's
try
up next.
You should try putting Met on Discord and seeing if it operates.
All right, I'm gonna try to share my screen again on Discord for you, Jaden, so you can see it.
It's had a bright, so see if it wants to operate. Maybe this time it will.
Oh, is Sup asking like how we did the factorization here?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm looking at my chat real quick. Yeah. So yeah, here's what you do. You multiply this by this to get you this, and then I look for what two numbers multiply to this but add up to -9. So -12 plus 3 gets me -9. So then I know and then it's about like factoring out something from both of these, and then you factor out something else from both of these, and then you notice that like, oh, these things are the same. So then this can all go here, and then this can go here. Yeah.
Not too bad there.
Yeah, there's actually, I have a video on this one. I've done a video on this. Let me go to my YouTube channel. You like to multiply a x minus n, and oh, where they're the roots? Well, if you already know what the roots are, then it's easy. Where's my channel? I'll go find you. I have this. Factoring.
It should be solving quadratics probably. Where it'll be under probably.
Yeah, here we go. How to factor. This is like one of my first videos I ever put out. We gotta wait 15 seconds for a fucking advertisement. Yes, I put this video out 3 years ago. 2021. Wow, it's almost 4 years ago.
Wow, no.
Okay, waiting for this ad to switch. Here we go. This is, look how old school this is. This is a very old school video. Oh, to understand it, yes. No, oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, but yeah, here you go at Sup. If you wanna watch the video I have on it.
Okay.
That kind of describes. That's another method. Yeah, let's help.
For any polynomial, there must be the amount of roots as the is common.
Oh.
As it is array.
Jaden says solve 2x squared plus 8x plus 2 as an example. Yeah, you can't do that with factoring. So.
Really?
No.
Well, you can factor the 2 out, divide the 2 out. That's that taken care of.
If this becomes x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0, but nothing multiplies to 1 and adds to 4. So.
1 times 1.
This is your roots here would actually be imaginary. You would have to do the quadratic equation.
It might be fractional on both.
Yeah.
Just for a minute test on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wait.
It's your rate when that works.
Can I be on mic? Yeah, you can be on mic. Yeah. Come on up, dog.
But I don't understand this question, what it means.
Okay. Here we go. So AO, OB, and OC are all radii.
All radii. All radiuses of the circle.
So if something is a radius of a circle, Jaden, that means it's the same distance to the edge from the center, right? So that tells you this, and this are congruent.
AB
and they also tell you that AB equals BC. So I'm gonna put like 2 dashes here.
Therefore, triangle AOB is indifferent to triangle COB.
Okay. One. Right? A, O, B, cob. Which is like this one.
What is
What's up?
congruent? What is congruent?
Congruent means has the same lengths of their sides and also has the same angles. Does that make sense?
And then
What's
same
up,
side,
Ash?
same angles. So it's same line, same side, same angle.
Yes, same sides, same angles. Aww. Those are pretty nails, Ash. Wow, that's super cool. I don't know how you guys type clicky, clicky, clicky.
Why do they say congruent instead of equal?
Why do they say congruent instead of equal? Saying two things are equal to each other, you have to say, well, what things about them are equal, right? So, yes, they... So if I'm talking about
And they're
like,
not
oh,
the same area. It may not be the same area.
and they're not
No.
the same orientation. Well, no, they will be the same area. If two triangles are congruent, they will have the same area. Because that's the same angle, same sides. You stab your face, uh-oh.
Yeah. Did I send 2 questions? Or
Yeah, so
I
wait,
did send
this,
one
yeah.
question?
and the way to prove that, I guess it is.
Yes. This is the first one to 18. It's not an angle, so there's the first and the fourth.
Yeah. So if
Okay,
all
what
the
do you mean?
side lengths, if all the side lengths of two triangles,
IHS.
yeah, SAS is side angle side. That's if you can show that. That's if you can show two triangles have the same sides and then the same angle in between. It doesn't say anything about the angles. Yeah, but what you do know about the angles, though, right, is you do know that this angle is equal to this angle, right? Because these sides are the same, and you know that this angle is equal to this angle. Oh, who got Master Chief coming
Also
on?
can side angle side.
What's up, JD?
Angle side.
Can what, dude?
Can
Angle. There's not angle side.
angle side angle. ASA also can.
ASA works, yeah, but two angles are the same. Maybe.
Well, you
I don't know that you can. You just want to use side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Shantrix. Yeah, because we haven't. Okay, cool. All right. So what's the other question? The other one you submitted, and then AMA. I see yours.
This one teacher haven't teach, but I see how to do it only.
Okay, ABCD is a rectangle with AB is equal to 20, BC is equal to 15. This is tangent to here, and then this is tangent
That's
to
that.
here. Who took a bite out of my rectangle? Good shape. Okay. Nice.
And perimeter.
And the perimeter? Oh, and calculate
Yep.
the perimeter. Like that. That was actually pretty funny. Okay. The area of the rectangle, the whole rectangle,
Now,
And times
which
You have to be
length
careful.
times width. Yeah, I know we gotta be careful, Seth. Yeah, I know that's gonna be.
it's not.
It's not gonna be subtracting the whole thing. I know. We're getting there. So this is the area of the rectangle, right?
Yeah. Waiting for that answer.
But I'm not when
There's a
I'm
nuance
subtracting like the area of the. That's the issue.
It is also Enchantress. It doesn't. It's part of it being deleted. DSXT is the shape.
So,
Sorry.
so does they give us any radius?
Yeah, they give us a radius is 4.
Radius is 4?
Yeah, radius is
Oh,
4.
yeah.
They say that right there. So
And
it's that,
TX,
right?
I know that TX.
Hmm?
I know that TX is the diameter. So it's 4 divided by 2.
No. This is a
But they say-
diameter.
And TX.
Sure, TX is the diameter, which is this far. So that tells you this is 8. But the right? But then I need
Minus
the
an extra piece.
minus this extra piece, which is kind of annoying.
It's not.
By
Yes.
Yeah.
60.
Well, here's what I know, right? I know that this and this So this is 4, this is 4, right? Cool.
Well,
Yeah, do we get that?
yeah.
So if I were to take the whole, I'm subtracting a quarter of a circle. So there's actually 2 ways to do this. We can either do the whole rectangle, and then we can do,
Yeah.
or I could do the whole rectangle minus the whole circle minus the square. I think I like the I think I like my way better of, let's do the whole thing, right? And then the whole square. Okay.
What
So
do you mean by that? I'm confused.
okay. Because okay, I need to figure out like what this whole thing is, right? Which is 3/4 of a circle, right? And then there is a square as well.
Hmm?
Okay. So the pink thing here is 3/4 of a 4 centimeter radius circle. And then I'm also going to subtract a 4 centimeter square, which is minus 4 squared. No?
It's kind of a little bit confusing.
You're not getting it? Okay.
I'm not getting it.
Okay. That's all right, dude. We're gonna make it
Kind
make
of.
sense for you. Okay. This is what I need to fucking fuck. All right. This is what I need to figure out, right? I need to figure out how much of this, what this whole thing is, right? This chunk. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recognize that this right here is 4 by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that has an area of 16. And then what's left
Yeah.
here is almost a complete circle. But it's not a complete
Yeah.
circle. It's 3/4 of a circle.
So it's three. Okay.
So it's 3/4 times pi times 4 squared.
That's good.
Do you get that?
How do you get 3/4 of a circle?
Because this part of the circles is knocked out. Because it's a whole circle. But right? I'm getting rid of one of the parts. So that means there's only 3 out of the 4 parts there.
So it's like 4 minus 1 equals to 3.
Yes.
Get that part.
You get it now? Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
Cool.
say,
Do people not like what we're doing? What do you mean what we're doing? What's wrong? Oh, are you saying are people in the chat like, yeah, I don't know. Chat can speak up if they want. Yes. Okay. So,
Then T are tangent.
yeah, don't worry about the tangent thing. Okay. So that's the area, right? The area is what we had here. It's 20 times 15 minus 3/4 of a circle minus 4 squared. So this is going to end up being
300
is-
minus.
300
Yep.
minus
Well, not equal, friend. Not equal.
sorry, minus so that's 16 over 4, so minus 12 pi minus 16.
No. Yeah, you're good. Sorry. Yeah, 12 pi minus 16. Yep. And then 284.
So that gets you
minus
284 minus 12 pi.
12 pi.
And then that's
Which is what you want.
centimeters squared.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now for the
Okay.
now for part B.
Now for the perimeter. So this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So perimeter is like,
Okay.
perimeter is measuring,
Also
you know,
length.
something line. So fuck what?
Length.
Length. Yes.
Length.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
All right. So watch. So we're missing
4.
4, right? So this is going to be 16.
Yeah.
This is going to be 16. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Nope.
sorry, 11, 11, 11, 11. Sorry. Right, because this whole thing is.
11.
Oh, because I know that the radius of this is 4, right? Remember we said that this was 4?
You should have your story you had before. That's actually helpful here now.
Yeah. So this is also 4. So this has to add up to 15. You see that, Jaden?
So it's 15 minus 11.
Yes. No, 15 minus 4. 15 minus 4.
15 minus 4, you get that part.
You get this part. You get that this is 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's another like 3/4 thing, right? Because now I have 3/4 of the circumference of a circle.
So it's 3/4 of 2 pi r.
Good, very good. 3/4 of 2 pi times 4. Yeah. Which 4s will cancel, so you get 6 pi. Plus 15 plus 16 plus 11 plus 6 pi. Right? Nice.
Sorry.
So
You forgot about the circle. Oh no, Shantrix. Don't forget about the
centimeters.
circle.
wait, so it's so the area is the explain what blank out my brain.
So a whole triangle, right? Sorry, a whole circle would be this, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But we're left corner of this of the circle. So that's why it's only 3/4 of a
Yeah.
circle. Yeah.
Is it another way is triangle?
I mean, you could break this into a triangle and a triangle, but then you're still dealing with 3/4 of a circle.
So that like this will be easier.
I think this way is easier. I think this is the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks for the roses motion. You're awesome.
Ready? Yeah.
Cool.
Two more.
All right.
Left. 2 more yet.
Nice. Hey, May's got a question? Sorry, what?
kind of shape? What kind of
shape?
what kind of surface is it? That's what the one in.
Oh. Yeah. I see it. That's a triangle. I think-
Northwest. And then it's coding, which is you're using coding for all this.
Okay. Design a 3x8 decoder using 3 2x4 decoders with enable.
Which means this is a pass to him button, I think.
Yeah, what the frick is a decoder?
I'm gonna go ahead and send that straight to them, straight to the other chest sword.
Yeah.
Unless you know what. Unless you know what.
AMA, I've never seen these words. So
Yeah, okay. I thought you would be able to like know what this is, but yeah.
no, this is heavy engineering stuff
Yeah.
that like I've never seen before.
It's all like circuits and encrypted. What's it called? Integrated circuits. Yeah.
Integrated circuits, IC circuits. Oh, Shantrix has a picture of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Gives 4 outputs.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Okay. Okay. To jitters
Yeah.
by decoding the most significant bits. Whoa. Dude, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Coder.
Here, let's see. It's-
because
we're just-
I remember last time you said like you taught physics and stuff like that, so I knew I
Here we go. She's ripping, dude. ChatGPT's computing power. No. 1 second. I can. Yeah.
Well, you have the other one first.
Here we go. Okay. 3 bits. A2 MSB. Oh, significant bit. Output. 8 lines. 1 high at a time. So I'm guessing that's 1 and 1 0. Wait, one. TikTok wants me to make sure.
one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. Yeah.
Let D1 be the first 2x4 decoder. Inputs to D1. There's enable lines. Here, let me tell it to make a
Yeah.
diagram. Yes,
that.
please. Make a diagram. See if we can do it. I'm just curious.
It won't give you. It will give you a table, of course. They don't know how to do pictures yet.
It does know how to do pictures. Why? It's gonna do one. Watch. Yeah, ChatGPT can do diagrams now. I mean, it does a pretty shitty job sometimes, but it can.
Wait, say it that way.
Well, here, I'm gonna at least give you a copy of this link here, AMA, so that you have like my
Okay.
super powerful ChatGPT one, so you can see what it says. Dunk. Yeah, it's just like, there you go. There's knowledge. Ooh, see, look, it's making
Yeah.
it's making a diagram.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's wrong.
Is it wrong?
I think it's wrong. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it's doing 2 to 4 decoders, not 3.
Yeah,
So like the question was,
you failed that one.
Shantrix found something. Wow, that's cool. Shantrix found a whole like
yeah.
had a whole
that's right,
YouTube
yeah.
video on it. That's cool.
What?
Okay. You know, it's still a cool question, Amy. And I always appreciate like learning new things. But this is something I'm not gonna be able to learn, you know, in one session here, unless I like start going into engineering school for like circuits. But like other stuff I can do with circuits, so I can do like Thenovin stuff, or like, you know, node analysis, like mesh stuff, like Kirchhoff, loop laws, all that stuff I can do.
Yeah.
It's when we get into this heavy like which bit is going to which encoder, I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay. All cool though.
That's a bit of easier.
I always appreciate you
Math
coming by
one's
at
a
least.
little
It's
bit
always fun. It's always good to see people. What? Someone's Abhay asked a question?
Yeah.
Abhay, here, I'll do yours,
This is easy,
Abhay.
though. Not a bad
This
one.
is easí, he says. He says it's easy.
I say it's not bad.
I'm down for easy right now. I'm definitely down for something easy.
I say not bad. Let
Easy.
S be a square with side length 1.
Okay.
T, a triangle with side lengths 1, 1, square root of 2, and R, a triangle with side lengths 1, square root of 2, square root of 3. Let C be a pyramid with a base that is S, and let R face into the scene of two T's and 2 R's. Therefore, the volume of C is what?
I'm pretty sure Abhishek's a pretty common name, dude. There was even an undergrad in my lab when I was in grad school. His name was Abhishek. Okay. A base that is S and lateral faces consisting of 2 T's and 2 R's. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
really you're given the dimensions of these things. You're kind of in the volume of the pyramid.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
It's not that bad, but
Is it? Well, is it that bad? I don't know.
say it's
So I
not
know
that
this is 1 by 1,
bad.
right?
It's bad.
I didn't really draw it as a 1 by 1. I kind of fucked up, honestly. 1 second. Let me fix that.
So different
Round.
types of triangles.
Yes. Okay, well, I know if this has a side length of 1, 2 square root of 3, I know the one side has to be down here, right?
Can you agree with that?
Yeah.
But how is it drawn? Where are the pieces?
Yeah, I don't know.
We have to find the volume of this. Okay.
2 T's and 2 R. Are the T's like up? Are they opposite of each other?
Don't know.
Hmm.
Can't say that.
I'm trying to. I see some similarities here, right? You see, I have like 1 square root of 2, and here I have a 1 and also.
Ones on the bottom, so they can't be that.
Yeah. So, for sure. So here,
How is
let's
that possible then?
call this T, and then I'm just trying to think like how this works like from a triangle point of view. So this is 1, right?
That would be a good.
1, and one of them would be the square root of 2, right?
Yeah.
So
And exactly one of them to be on the other one with square root of 2 to square root of 3. Exactly one. Put a 1
sec.
next to another 1. You fail.
Right triangles. Well, this is the 45, 45, 90. This is the
I see
45,
the way this would work.
45,
I
90.
see it.
And then this right here is the 30, 60, 90.
I know a statement that's always helpful.
Yeah, what's up?
I know how these are placed. If they're not next to each other, then another triangle is going to have two of them. If the one is next to a one, which is true in all cases, they must be that. It must be triangle T. They must be triangle T. Otherwise, it's not possible. Therefore, one of them.
This is not the 30, 60, 90. Sorry, I was thinking 1, 2, square root of 3. This is 1 square root of 2, square root of 3. Okay, sorry. This one's the 45, 45.
The one to the left of that, or the one to the right, however you're going to look at it, is also 1, 1 square root of 2, faced inwards on itself, so that way it connects to all ones.
Oh. My bad.
And the square root of 2 and the ones, we know how they connect, and we know the square root of 3 sides connect to each other.
What's up, S? Each other, right? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
I agree. Okay.
They
Because
must-
then I need the square root of 3 sides to match up with each other. Is that what we're saying?
They also match each other. Yep.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Square root of 3s match each other. The ones match each other.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this would impede. Otherwise, you would have too many ones.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because each triangle may only touch the bottom once. It must only
Yeah,
touch
I
one
guess
base.
pyramids don't have to be symmetrical. Someone tell the Egyptians and the Aztecs or the aliens. Okay, so if this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, right? Because they, right?
Besides, you did not use yet or square root of 2s. Yep.
Good. And then this is
Square
1.
root of 2.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you.
It is. I actually see how to find it now. You just showed me something. You just showed me the rule. Between green
Drop-
and blue, the top between green and diagonal, bottom base. We don't need the height. We need 2 heights. This is a unsymmetrical thing. Nope,
You
not
talking
that
about this?
one. Between green and blue, that touch the green and blue is different from each other.
This one?
Yeah, and that is not possible. What's first and rises up to the top of it. We now have 2. We now have 2.
Well, this
two
is also
air-
gonna be the
two
square root of
sets.
2. This is also gonna be the square root of 2, then, right?
Yeah, we now have
Mm-hmm.
their own little pieces. Technically, this is a symmetrical. This is technically symmetrical. If we went on the other, if we went that way, it's symmetrical. But that was a little easier to go that way, because we know the sides. We know how these things will work. Do we know the height of these? That's the heights are going to be different, which is why I was doing the tut. Go ahead and break them apart. Just
Yeah.
to make
What's
it
the
easier.
what's the
Look at
height
them,
for the green one? Yeah. So the green one has
before we-
this, right?
Move them apart.
Square root of 2, right?
Nope, that's not in a word. You gotta
That's
move
what
it
this is.
directly.
Yeah. No, I moved it.
That is a triangle. We're doing a right triangle. It's a right triangle. We're doing the right triangle there.
I'm doing the left one.
It's still a right triangle.
One sec. He says the one. Let me make sure.
We're right.
No, it says it's okay. 2,700. Sorry, I just want to see what my bit rate is. Are you sure it's not 1/3 area of the base times the height? Yeah, but then I need the height, right?
Which we don't. Which the heights are different, aren't they? That's what I'm doing off of.
Yes.
It's a right
Oh.
triangle base.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what
Then
this is. This is a right triangle.
There you go. You gotta either mark it or show it. You can either show it or you can mark it.
Yeah, it's the perspective. It's the 3D perspective. It's just weird. Okay.
So remember that sort of 2 line. There's a wall.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, because 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's an easier volume. That's an easier volume to find. I feel like. Go ahead and draw the
Why-
other one. I'll get to that. I'll get to what I'm thinking about. What's the other one?
Okay.
We're just moving them away. That way we can have a better look at these. Could be wrong.
Okay.
I'm from these triangles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this is like, it's a pain in the ass me trying to draw this in 3D, but.
I know. Yeah.
And then this is square root of 2. This is square root of 2. Right?
Okay. And we know where our heights are going to be at now. You can dash line if you want to, because we know where the heights are going to be at on these.
I'm trying to draw this in 3D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, finding the.
But because these are two separates, is messy. All we need is a right triangle. All we need is a triangle in the beginning.
Yeah, how do you get the height? I feel like this is like the circumcenter or something.
Well,
What? Do you see it?
I had a duh from the beginning. I read a note and it's like read stuff on height of regular pyramids, and then it started giving the area of the weather base pyramid.
Since the answer is 1/3, the height should be 1. Yeah.
So we calculate the area of the base, which we know the area of the base. We know the centroid of the base.
Mm-hmm. But then I need the height.
We know the distance from the centroid to the vertex of the base. Pyramid. So we know the height of said pyramid. Through Pythagorean theorem.
Okay, sorry, 1 sec. I know square is, right?
Yeah.
Right? Base is
And
equal to
then you
1/2.
need- Yep, and this, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's like right here, I guess, right?
Which is what? Which is point. That's now.
Oh, I see.
That's the centroid is the average of the coordinates of all vertices of the base.
What's up, Sam?
I was giving an example here as well.
Sorry, how do I find this? I have to average all the points? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to average all the points?
Distance from the centroid of the vertex to each vertex of the base, and then imagine a right triangle with this.
These will meet at the centroid above here.
Could be one, but we don't know.
Some people do, Sam, but you're kind of the only other person. Okay. That's cool. I'm going to call this like 0, 0. I'm going to call this 0, 0, right? And call this like 0. So averaging all the points. Do I just add all the x's, divide by 3? So is it 2/3?
Determine the distance from the centroid to the vertexes.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's the square root of 1/3 squared plus 2/3 squared. I'm just going to do from this one to this. That's the whole definition of a centroid, right? It's the same distance. Okay. So I get the square root of 5/9. Is that what we're saying? Seems kind of weird.
So what is that then?
Plus the square root of 2 squared is equal to the height squared. So what? That's 5/9. 5/9 plus 2 equals height squared. Height squared equals 20. Height squared equals 23/9. I think the height wants to be 1.
The height's 1 on the full thing. We're not looking at the full thing. I split into I split into pieces for you. We can go back to the full thing if we want to mess with that.
Base is a square, so y triangle's taken. So y triangle pyramid, right? And then we have this pyramid. So that's why we're doing the base of like 2 triangles is what we're doing.
We can just find the height.
Okay, how do we do that?
The
The centroid of the centroid of this whole thing also meets here?
Yep.
Is that Troy? Is that what you're saying? Fucking center.
Which is?
Yeah,
gotta
so
get
what,
point.
1/2 by 1/2, so it's located a distance
You gotta give
of...
points to- you gotta give
so-
points to things, though.
Sure. Well,
Still up there and write things down.
more likes. We need to hit 50. Have we really been hitting likes? That's kind of cool. So this is 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared, right? So this is the square root of...
To the nearest vertex.
Okay. So square root 2/2 plus... Oh, wait. So that... 2...
Line height squared, which you can use any of them.
Well,
That draws everything, right?
but it can't be then. Because
There's a good point to make.
this distance from here to here and this distance from here to here are the same, right? 'Cause-
Oh, so we're doing the big one. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yes.
I bet-
No, I
I
see
guess
what you're
you're
saying,
right,
Seth. I see what you're saying. Wait, but this one is intersecting at square root of 3. This one is 1.
We're not doing that one. We're doing the big one.
I know you're doing the big one.
If you're not on the big one, I don't care.
well, the big one is the superposition of the two of them, no?
Which is what we want to care about. Which is what I'm worried about. I'm
So just here. But then
Fine,
how do I know what this distance is? How do I know what the hypotenuse is?
The hypotenuse is the slant pyramid. The distance from the centroid to the vertex. The
Yes.
slant height is one of the pyramid. The length of the side of the pyramid. This. Now we have to make sure I'm at. Now, my thing is for what?
Mm.
Yeah. I know when I see that. Okay, I see the problem. I don't know what to do about it. Shaped.
Yeah, the apex.
Oh, base is normal. With base for base.
Apparently the height is 1, Saint.
When it's solved. The problem is we don't know how it's won. That's our goal. Our goal is to prove it's won. Yeah, so it's a result. Screenshots, lovely.
I think I am kind of like seeing something. I see it kind of. So the apex.
One wants to be a speaker and I can't.
X squared plus.
Someone wants to be a speaker, by the way.
What's up, Q?
Can't bring this specific person in for some reason.
It's not specifically the height of any one of these triangles. It's the height of like the apex. What's up, Dissident Fonts? Okay, I might punt on this question, Abhishek, honestly, because it's taking a lot of time and we're not.
Yeah, Etrity put some
You
large
could-
causes formed when the compounds are dissolved in water. According to the Arrhenius theory, can a substance that does not contain hydrogen atoms be an acid? Explain.
Yeah, Abhishek says use ChatGPT.
I can't explain it. So. Yeah, all good. Be an acid? Proton acceptor or something? What's up, Echo? Yeah.
It's like Arrhenius acids. There should be a Darth Void. Yeah. I used to have a. Right. Okay. No, because it has to increase the under Arrhenius theory. Yeah. No. Like H. Sometimes I hit walls.
What?
Right triangle from the corner of the is one. It is. Saint says it isn't. Apparently it is, Saint. Here, do you want here. Fine. All right. I will throw this in the chat GBT for you guys.
You don't have to do that.
I'm doing it because
You may-
whatever. Solve this. Enough people are asking me about. Oh, not this one.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
this is not. No,
Right.
this is not my right question.
Ionized.
Ionized means breaks into ions. Means it detaches from its other constituent things. Wait, where was this question?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is it. Okay. If ChatGPT was we're gonna solve this, and it's gonna find it, and then I'll give you the link, and y'all can go have fun with it, because I'm over this question. I don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, with bonds, and then they break up into positive and negative ions, which means some of them have like extra electrons, and some of them have a lack of. You end up getting Na plus and Cl minus, because Na has 1 electron, right? Cl has 7 electrons. You get the full octet. You get 8 total, which is nice, right? And what happens is sodium, in order to have a full shell, will end up giving away one of that, and that's why it's Na plus. Cl has a full 8 now, and they got an extra electron. That's why it's Cl minus. These are also called something like from over here, bonding with something over here. These things usually give up the electrons, and then they can go back up to a shell that's full. Here we go. Did this finish yet? No. This says the height is 1 on it. What does it mean when an aqueous solution of an acid dissociate completely, or that like not a large percentage of it will break apart, like a lot of it will just stay together? Here's the reason why the height is 1. I'll post this in the chat so you guys can just have it. I do math, yes. There you go. I'm doing chemistry right now, but you could, well, I'll give people a little bit more, but yeah. I'm getting tired.
You have anybody? You have electrons here, though.
Yeah, okay. Is every substance that contains hydrogen atom an acid? Well, no, right? Because NaOH contains hydrogen, but that's not an acid, that's a base. Because that contains more hydroxide. It contains oxygen and hydrogen.
Consider 0.1 mole per liter solutions of hydrochloric acid, HCl. Got it. Acidic acid.
Yeah, Issa, submit a screenshot if you want. I'll see if I got time for it.
And ammonia. List these solutions in order of increasing hydrogen ion concentration displayed.
So yeah, it's which ones have the higher Ka, I guess. Which, I don't know, this is gonna be the highest, this is gonna be the second highest, this is gonna be the weakest. Can we do the one I posted after this first? Okay. With the one with the vinegar and the marble tiles? This one? Household vinegar.
And water.
Vinegar is acetic acid, is it not?
Glass.
Yeah, this is chemistry, Zhanghu. I will go live. I will go. Well, yeah, I'm in the U.S., so this is always the time we go live. So it'll always be 3 o'clock in the morning for you. Because otherwise it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning for me.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I can't tutor that. Primarily calcium carbonate. Why should vinegar never be used to clean marble tiles? I don't know. Do you get carbonic acid from this, maybe?
Note the solution is in that and water. Too.
Wish you the best. Yeah, for sure, dude. You too, man. Vinegar is acetic acid. Yeah, vinegar is acetic acid. But calcium carbonate with acetic acid, I believe this would donate its hydrogen, so you would get I think H2CO3, which is carbonic acid, maybe? No, don't feel bad if you don't know any chemistry stuff. No, I mean, you guys mainly know math. Yeah. Or maybe it doesn't. I guess, yeah, the reason for this, so calcium carbonate equity, this is a base. This is a base. Okay? And then when you have an acid plus a base, what you end up getting is usually like H2O plus like some like neutralization thing. Yeah, what's up, Zach? Chemistry. Yeah, shout out to Zach, dude.
You missed, and Edith Pie, you missed a toting Twatson, a decoder Twatson.
Oh, we did the decoder one.
Well.
Oh, Edith 2 I Pie missed one. Yeah, he wasn't here for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That was kind of a weird one. That was, where was it? This was the question, Zach. Using decoders to make other decoders. Someone asked me this, and I was like, eh. But I think, Seth, you referred them over to Zach's Discord, right?
Nope, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
Nope, because you got it in GTP before I could.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't bother.
All good. Zach, if that's something you could do, I could forward them to your thing. Okay, so this plus calcium carbonate. I believe like the H from here is gonna leave, and this is a plus because this is basically H plus CH3COO minus, right? And in acid base reactions you get like a double replacement. So this is gonna, because this is gonna break up into like Ca plus CO3 2 minus. So these two things will react together. So you're going to get Ca CH3COO. And this is, I think this is a 2 plus. So this would have to be this times 2. And then you're going to have H plus reacting with this, which I'm tempted to say would be H2CO3. But I think looking at this, what actually happens is this ends up dropping an oxygen to become like CO2, which is a gas, and then you get additional H2O. So one of the oxygens comes with it, and then because this is in an aqueous solution, you have unlimited access to H2O. Oh, Merriweather, yeah. Yeah, chem's cool. There's a lot of memorization. But yeah, equity. The reason why you shouldn't use it is because they react with each other. And this will like damage the tile. Yes, there you go. Marble's a form of calcium carbonate, and vinegar is an acidic. Acids react with carbonates, and the vinegar will corrode the marble. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's the correct answer. Yeah, carbonate is like kind of like a base. Like sodium bicarbonate is, I think, Tums, which is those little tablets you take like when your stomach is upset, when your tummy hurts. I think it's sodium bicarbonate. Or that's baking soda. Oh, sorry. Oh, but it is used as an antacid. Yes, it is for stomach acid. Yeah. Like what are in Tums? What are in Tums? Calcium carbonate. Oh, so this is literally the marble. The marble. You're eating marble, I guess, when you eat Tums. Uh-oh, it has red 40. Not allowed anymore. Yeah, calcium carbonate. That's cool. So if I have a stomach ache, I can drink tea with baking soda, apparently. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a base, so it neutralizes any extra acid you have in your stomach. Okay, does that help you out, Equity?
There's more of them though.
Yeah, there were a couple other ones here. It was, yeah, again,
others.
increasing hydrogen ion concentration. It's going to be HCl, then CH3COOH, and then it's going to be NH3. That's the order. This will be the highest because it dissociates the most. It has the highest Ka. What piece of laboratory equipment could you use to distinguish between a strong base and a weak base? Interesting. I don't know, like litmus paper? Litmus paper? Is that laboratory equipment? Or like pH strips? Citric acid and most of the other acids are weak acid. Explain why this is a good thing for humans. Because we eat them. Because we eat them. Fruit is delicious, right? That's why. Is it possible to have a concentrated solution of a weak acid? Explain your answer in a way that a student in 9th grade could understand you. Oh. I mean, yes. I mean, it can be concentrated, but it doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a stronger acid. Because eventually you hit like a saturation point of. And this is called like precipitate, like or like a super saturated solution. You can only cram so much into water, into aqueous solutions. Yeah. Ooh, this is cool, QB. What'd you send me here? Oh, cool. Good question, Equity. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. In financial mathematics, the concept of revenue, cost, and profit are related by this equation. Revenue minus cost equals profit. Yes. Suppose a company gets into the business of selling ice cream bars. The company's startup cost is $40K, and it costs 30 cents to produce each ice cream bar, and then it sells it for $1.50. Create three functions, C of X, R of X, P of X, that computes the cost, revenue, profit. Okay, after X ice cream bars, a graph of the three functions is shown below. Okay, cool. So, yeah, revenue, right? R of X, that's just equal to 0.30 times X, right? Because revenue is like the total cash you get in, right? And you're getting 30 cents in for every ice cream bar you sell. Your cost... No, sorry. Revenue is 1.5x. Sorry. You're selling them for $1.50, not 30 cents. That would be really cheap ice cream. It's 1.5x. And you can see that's just a line here, right? Going up. Pretty steep slope. Intercept 0. Your cost, right. Okay, so the cost. Well, you have an upfront cost of 40K. So you have 40,000 to start with. Then it's plus 0.3x. 30 cents for every bar. And that's why this cost function has an intercept up here at 40K. Okay. So then profit, question mark, profit, is equal to revenue minus cost. So that's going to be 1.5x minus 0.3x minus 40,000. So that's going to equal to 1.2x minus 40,000. And that's why we have this, right? See how this is dropping below for the y-intercept? And it has a slightly less steep slope than revenue, but definitely a steeper slope than cost. Describe in your words what the vertical distance between the graphs R of x and C of x describe. Revenue and cost. Well, R of x minus C of x is equal to profit, right? So the vertical distance is the profit. Do you see here when the distance between the two lines is 0, that you have 0 profit? Calling this financial mathematics is cheeky at best. I agree. This is not very mathematical finance. What am I teaching? Someone's asking about like finance. I guess is this like, well, what's that class called? Econometrics or something? Economics. The break-even point is when P of x is equal to 0. How many ice cream bars must be sold for the company to break even? Well, that's easy, right? That's just when R of x equals C of x, or P of x is equal to 0. And so to do that, you just set this equal to 0, QV. So 0 is equal to 1.2x minus 40,000. Move that over. 40,000 over 1.2 is equal to x. So what is that? It's like 30,000, 32,000 maybe? I guess I can do it. Yeah, 33,333.
Good job.
Yeah, 33K. Nice. This is calculus? No way, dude. This is baby math, bro. What? They're calling this calculus? Now, yeah, if your cost function was like non-linear, maybe. Also, like where calculus comes into with econ is when we do like marginal cost of production and marginal cost of marginal revenue, which is like the amount of money you make on your next unit changes as you make more units. Yeah, I would call it economic arithmetic. I agree. Yeah, not too tricky.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. Cool. All right, let's close the stream out. All right, thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education Office Hours today. I know today was a holiday, but I appreciate everyone who showed up and like asked questions. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow. That'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So come on by if you want to get help with your math and science. We have a calendar. Dr. Gold got handsome. Yeah, do they say I sometimes look like that guy? Who's his name? Oh, I can't remember now. Ryan Gosling. It's better. Now I get Adam Sandler. Everyone thinks I look like Adam Sandler. But yeah, so Zach's going to be streaming tomorrow morning. So if you want to ask about some math stuff, make sure to check out his stream tomorrow. But here's the calendar if you want to take a look at it for you people on YouTube. Also, yes, make sure like and subscribe, please. That's how we get the most exposure and views so that we can help all other types of students. Yes, thank you. Well, I appreciate you, Descendant Fonts. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciated Descendant Fonts when you had that one question that showed us that pi is, I think it was greater than 22 over 7 or it's less than 22 over 7. Anyways, that was a fun question. I was thinking about that the other day, and I appreciate that one. Okay, but let's go. If you're watching us on Twitch, we're going to go raid someone. Merryweather's on? Or Penn Center's on? Alright, let's just go say hi to Penn. Penn's playing some stuff. We like Penn Center. Okay, cool. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your long weekend vacation if you're in the U.S. If not, have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace.